Here we are. And if you look, come to think of it, well, I got to look at this myself. Wow.
Join the savage tribe. New takes weekly, unfiltered and raw. Isaac's voice, the memer's law.
The golden age of America begins right now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Golden Age podcast. I am joined by my co-hosts, as always. Cornboy, you are on location at the moment. Want to tell the fine people where you are?
Sometimes sunny Florida.
We're having audio. We're having echoes still? We're still having echoes?
It's gone now.
Good?
No, it's good.
All right, guys, pardon our technical difficulties. Restream is fun. Cornboy, you are on location at the moment.
On location in Orlando, Florida, getting ready for all of us to meet together for MegaCon. Can't wait.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful time. Wish I could be there aiming. What's going on? Echo. Okay, do you guys hear that still? Okay, don't know. Cole Hauser. How you doing, man? You are on location as well. If you hear any echoes on your end, let me know. But how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. And actually, I'm gonna tell you right now, Cornboy's telling me a half truth because we're actually in Cuba. So we're there doing some stuff, but we're having a good time.
Clandestine
I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Yeah.
Keep us updated. Yeah. Ronan, I'm still getting an echo in my ear. I'm sorry if I'm tripping up, guys. Ronan, how are you doing, man? Speaking of our Latin Americans.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everybody. Y'all know who I am. I'm Ronan the Crusader. And like always, we're back here again for another weekly show of politics, patriotism, and I don't know, some other third P that might either be cool or really gay. Well, we'll find out.
We will find out. The joy is in the journey, and we're gonna get there.
Lex is down here, so it might be gay, but we'll see.
That's very true. That's very
mouthful of meat, can't talk.
All right, Comic Stat, how you doing, man? Returning to the show. Good to see you, brother. How you doing?
Good. Oh, I'm doing, man. I'm doing. It's been a long time, man, since I've been on here. Talked to a lot of you guys, except for Ronan. I unfortunately talk to him almost daily now. But
unfortunately, I don't like it either. So
no, it's painful. But no, I'm good, and I'm back. I'm back doing my thing. Well, sort of. Had my first stream back on my main channel yesterday. YouTube already took it down for copyright, so that's awesome.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, YouTube's run by a bunch of communists. What can I say?
We're actually going to be getting into that. Our buddy Jay Drunk 3PO has been having some issues. In about a half hour here, we're going to talk about that.
But no, I'm good stuff. Though. Otherwise,
but
good to be back.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. That's what's most important. And Smo returning again, brother. How you doing? Good to have you back.
Living the dream, sir. I'm just counting down the hours until I can jump on this train to Frankfurt, so I can hop on the fucking plane.
Very nice. Yeah, you're going to MegaCon too.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Fly out on 1 p.m. local time on Wednesday. So I'm going to have a 5-hour train journey. and then I have 6 hours of waiting at the airport. But I'd rather wait 6 hours than 12. So I'll take what I can get.
That's the better alternative for sure. For sure. But Vatlaw, did we get to you yet, or were you away at the moment? How you
We
doing, man?
skipped me. Hopefully, I'm not blasting you all with audio because I literally grabbed the
We
backup.
are good now.
We
There
are
is
good
no
now,
echo.
yes.
So,
It was me.
so
It was probably
fingers
me.
crossed. We can continue with that. Yep.
I'm blaming the person next to me for sabotaging my previous headset. It is clearly the fault of some. Green
I
screen
blame
blocked
Ronan
out
for
your
everything.
middle finger.
Yeah, well.
Easy cat ears, boy. But no, I'm happy to be here. We're going to go over some fun, stupid shit, and we're going to have some fun doing it.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Gonna have a laid-back stream, fun topics. We're not blackpilling. We're gonna inspire some people, and unfortunately, Lex is joining us as well, though. So, how are you doing, man? Good to hear you or see you. How you doing?
The cat ears meme is my favorite gift I've given Ronan so far. It is the gift that keeps on giving, like World War One.
I appreciate that,
Yeah.
Choir Boy.
Yes.
You know, it's
That's a
funny
good
because
one.
I didn't even know about that, Lex. And what was it? About a week or two when me and Ronan were playing games with the homies, I took a screenshot of his head right in front of the wolf anyway, and I picked right up on it and circled.
You
it
didn't
for
even need to
everybody,
take the
so.
screenshot. I have it myself ever since Lex was the one that made it.
He's off kilter on this
Just lean
show.
into
He
it.
leans
You should
to the
just lean into it.
side to avoid it.
He does now.
So
Ronan
yes,
the
he
cat
does.
satyr.
It
And
haunts
can't
him.
blame him. Lex, send me that again sometime if you can. But needless to say, we have a few subjects to get into. As the title and the thumbnail led you all to believe, we're going to be talking about a little bit about the woke Oscars. Don't really care about anything coming out of Hollywood anymore, but the actors are, of course, using their BS platform to virtue signal and push radical left ideology onto the general public. So we're
When
going to be
it's
talking about that,
convenient for
and
them.
also the Ayatollahs in Iran keep getting got. They keep getting slimed, and the new one might be gay. So we're going to be talking about that. And
I call that karma.
yeah. So first things first, going to get into a few memes, just a few.
Well,
So
let me-
we all love
Sorry,
Theo Von. Yeah, Cole Hauser, what's up?
When you said I put a joke in there when you said black pilling, I thought you were directed at me. So I was just
Oh no, we are no.
Stop the sentences. You're not black.
He's going to
No,
bring
no,
Lord-
no.
Was that a personal attack?
Yes. No,
I
that was not
resemble
directed
that
at you,
remark.
Cole Hauser. That was yes.
He was. He said he was looking
guys-
at the
you guys
bright
missed it.
side.
You guys
He's
missed
obviously
it.
still racist.
you guys
All
missed
right,
it.
so you guys know Theo Von. Love this guy. He's
Not
pretty
personally,
funny.
no.
I do say so myself. So let's check this out.
What's a country you might visit, man? If you ever could visit somewhere.
I would say Germany.
Okay. Would you ever go back to your homeland, your family's homeland, you think?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sure, buddy.
So I think that was pretty good. It's like, well, you're Asian, so I mean, obviously you're from somewhere else. I thought that was pretty fun.
Extras.
Oh,
So that's
Jesus.
XL.
Oh
Dude,
my!
I
Yeah,
saw
I
this
should've-
earlier. This can't.
I
be
should have given a jump scare warning.
Bro, I'm
just
eating.
not. I don't care
If
anymore.
you wanted our all reactions, sure, because that's the point. But dude, think of the chat.
I'm
The
sorry,
sad thing
Chad.
is-
That's not
Listen,
even accurate anymore. She lost a lot of weight, you know.
but we're getting to
I
something.
think
here.
she
Where?
knows from it.
The sad thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if Disney actually did this.
That's
Yeah.
kind of a great point, Comics Dad, because we have seen a lot of other crazy things they've done. This is a two-parter though, so this is obviously satire, pop culture satire. Lizzo has been cast as Anne Frank in the movie adaptation of The Diary of Anne Frank. So I saw this and it just clicked, and I thought, you know what? The new diary has been revealed for Anne Frank, and I think it's fitting. She can write her story in all ballpoint pen glory.
I'm disappointed they didn't make the pen green because of watermelon.
That's very true. That's very true.
I'm very
Maybe we could
disappointed.
AI that.
All
Yes,
I'm
I'm
saying,
down
the
for
one-
that.
And there was the one chapter where they were worried about dying of dehydration because they ran out of gravy.
all I'm saying,
That's very true.
the female execs at Disney do not have the balls to race change Tarzan, including the ones that have balls.
Dude, the men at Disney don't
yeah.
have the balls to
No.
do that. Are you kidding?
Well, the men
So-
are the women, so.
That's a
Yeah,
great
exactly.
point, boy. Yeah, that's a great point.
Well, do you
Head
guys
shoulders as
remember?
well.
You guys know who Charlie?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if you guys know who Charlie Chan was, there was a bunch of movies done back in the day where Charlie Chan was actually a white character. He wasn't a Chinese, but it was a white character playing a Chinese character.
Right.
Really? Okay. What was that in? Charlie Chan?
Well, it was like Charlie Chan and this, and it was a bunch of movies. They were in black and white. I want to say like 40s, like the 1940s, 1950s.
All right, I'll have to go back and check that out.
Yeah,
pretty cool. But yeah, HD in the chat with the perfect response to that. I think it's pretty accurate, if I do say so
called
myself.
out, H-Dizzle. I feel called out.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's the token German here, but whatever. Keep going.
Just saying. Wanted to show this real quick. Trump briefed that Iran's new supreme leader. How do I say this name?
Mojtaba Khamenei.
Mojtaba, I guess.
Mojtaba.
Durka.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank
Durka.
you.
That's
Yes.
better.
Durka. Muhammad Jihad. Yeah. So, Trump briefed that Iran's new supreme leader is probably gay, and Trump has priceless reaction. So I just gotta say, I don't care if this is propaganda coming out of the State Department. I think it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
According to reports, he'd been amputated after an airstrike or something, so maybe he recently turned gay. Who knows?
Oh,
he had relationships with women and sex with men.
I can just imagine the the speech from Trump once they get confirmation that he did succumb to injury or die. He died. He died like a gay dog, like the gayest of dogs, but a
like
dog
a poodle.
You got put down,
I have
like a Pomeranian.
One very relevant question, Lex. Where was that meat from that you were just gargling on?
And was it well done, like the way it should be? But the point is,
it is definitely rare.
Or did it smell like hummus?
Is, Washington reports President Trump was stunned to learn last week that U.S. intelligence indicates new supreme leader may be gay, and that his father, the late Ayatollah, feared his suitability to rule the Islamic Republic for that reason. So,
well, you know what they normally do to gay people in Iran, right?
Free skydiving lessons, right?
No, they turn them into women.
Yep.
Is that because the burqa?
That is one of the reasons as to why Iran
they have to get bottom surgery.
They have one of the best forms of male to female, female to male surgery. Like anybody that wants to basically butcher their body, they go to Iran for the best kind of service for that stuff. Just for this exact
is why
reason.
Hollywood cares about Iran.
Exactly.
We figured it out, boys. We cracked the code.
I
thought Isaac was right. I thought it was just human water balloon time.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Skydiving lessons, no parachute optional. But no, it was. Yeah, maybe I'm not against bombing them now. I don't know. We got to reconsider all this.
Perhaps
but
we
it's saying
judged
that
Forever Wars too harshly.
Perhaps we did. Maybe we gotta do what we gotta. Or if we just wait long enough, 42% of them won't be building nukes anyway. But needless to say, others in the room found it hilarious and joined the president's reaction. Well, one senior intelligence official has, quote, not stopped laughing about it for days. So, can you really blame him?
Pete,
Can you really blame him?
It's Pete.
Look at this.
And where's General So-and-so?
Yeah, I'm Ayatollah Mohibo Khomeini, and I'm gay. I'm gonna throw myself off a building.
Yeah, I'm Ayatollah Mohibo Khomeini, and I'm gay. I'm gonna throw myself off a building.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my God, his approval would go up like 25 fucking points if he did that.
If he did that, dude, it's third term all the way,
dude.
There's a tragic irony behind this, though. Think about it. All the straight ones get killed, and it's the gay guy running for president. That's the fucking irony right there.
Peak irony.
Yeah.
Like, we got to make a satire movie. Are we living in satire right now? It's what it feels like.
Yes.
Because
This is a sequel to Hot Shots, like a late
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it's
well.
wild
And it's funny. The funny thing is how much the press, the mainstream media, is trying to deflect what is actually happening there. Because I have family. I have family over in Dubai. I've been talking with them, and they said, "Listen, everything is quieted down. You get a few strays here and there, but it's not. Everyone's pretty much gone back and I mean strays as like missiles and stuff, but
exactly right, yes.
Not jokes.
But everything's kind of gone back to a bit of normalcy because they're back out there doing their thing. They're out there partying and everything. So the media just has this whole thing is they really want the U.S. to lose. They want U.S. casualties to go up. They don't care. Yeah, and the whole point is they want this narrative is, we're from the Palestinian protests, the Ukrainian protests, the climate change, even that nitwit Greta Thunberg coming out and talking trash. It's like, where are you people living?
They're not living in reality, Kohlhauser, whatsoever. They are not. They're very out of touch. They're just chronically blind to the reality of things. And it's crazy to see. And frankly, I don't know what to tell you other than the fact that
and apparently Iran is going overtime on like AI images and fake propaganda, and Isaac keeps falling for it because they keep saying that they killed Bibi, and he keeps getting excited. So
we're going to be covering that with the 6 fingers and the potentially fake coffee cup. They keep saying Bibi got, and I don't know, and I'm just saying whatever. But the gay Ayatollah, that was one. We have another one as this is loading up. Let's see. All right. President Trump confronting the Ayatollah.
I already know what the scene is.
Oh, God.
Does it have the guts theme?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. The audio's pretty low, too. Let's give it some clearance real quick.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Yeah, it didn't have the guts thing, and actually, thankfully, because that would be copyright. That would be very copyright.
Yeah,
be careful with that one. They're very trigger happy with that one.
That's from Law and Order SVU.
No, that's from Berserk. That's from Berserk. The music is from
the
Berserk.
song is the
background music playing on the clip.
I mean,
it's
the
episode itself. Yeah,
it's a good AI slop face transfer, but why couldn't he do voices too?
I'm not sure. I think it was a quick job, and so
I'm sure our audience, when they see it, they know what's coming too. They know these memes as well.
The best thing about this image too is that it's not even the Ayatollah that got photoshopped or AI put there. It's literally the cardboard cut out of him.
That's because nobody's seen him, and everyone's like, "Where is the Ayatollah?"
And this is just such a classic meme. You can use this meme for anything.
Oh, absolutely. So
I used it for a Pedro Pascal meme once. It was great.
Oh, that's applicable. That's applicable. This is the cardboard, totally real Ayatollah being interviewed.
Why are you gay? You are gay.
That's it. And they want you to believe in the nation of Iran that he's supposedly alive, according to them. He's supposedly totally alive, totally okay, not dead whatsoever. But
wasn't the last bit of news not just the amputation, but that he's in a freaking coma now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the rumor.
Yep. Gay coma. Or actually, no, heterosexual coma because that part has died.
Very true. One last thing on this. Go ahead, Kohlhauser. What were you going to say?
Oh, no, I was just going to say that the funny thing is well, you're probably going to get to about the whole, with the Strait of Hormuz and everything. But the fact that they're just hiding this now, because almost every news media and every country that is opposed to Trump are pushing this narrative. France, England, UK. Like they're all coming out against this because they've lost touch with the reality and what's happened. Like with the whole thing with stupid ass Zelensky coming out and saying, "Oh,
yes,
can we help out?" And Trump is just like, "Get the F out of here. We don't need you."
Yeah, exactly right. We don't want any of you here.
UK's we'll join you now that you've already won. And Trump's like, no, you won't.
Yeah. So a lot of rumors have been going around. As it was mentioned, a lot of people, because he hasn't been seen, and when we do see clips of him, are saying that Netanyahu is allegedly dead. And I'm not even going to pull up. There's too many clips to look at, but the regular AI typical type of stuff: 6 fingers, weird teeth, weird everything. So this is what had come up, and this was, my honest and genuine response to that. If I can get it to load up, let's see. But needless to say, if it's not going to play.
What happened?
Yeah, while we wait for that to load up,
What happened?
Damn, it's not working.
No.
well, Isaac,
What
earlier you
happened?
were saying that you thought BB got and you were excited. Honestly, I think your hate for BB is a smokescreen, and instead you were thinking BB got back. So
I get
You're
it.
kind of exposing my secrets out here, Comics Dad.
Ooh.
I mean,
On
chat
a-
called
on
it
a-
out first. I'm just
That they did.
supporting chat on that one.
On an unrelated
That they
note,
did.
I noticed you celebrate very much the victory of Gypsy Crusader there. our good
That's a perfect-
patriot.
That's a perfect segue. Thank you very much, because that's actually the next tab. So,
well,
not going
there
to
you
dwell on it for too long, but Gypsy Crusader, the one and only Paul Miller, he had a very interesting fight. This was on Kick, and whatever, Aiden Ross sponsored it, whatever, all type of stuff. And we're not even going to show the fight. He won, whatever. He's a really famous online guy. I don't care.
What is Hoodie
What-
D doing here?
Yes. I just want to say, I genuinely don't care what anybody thinks of this guy's politics or opinions. The fact of the matter is, I think he's funny. He's an internet troll. It's funny stuff, and it's gamer humor. It's everything. So this was him at the press conference, in the days leading up to the fight, and engaging in some sportsmanship. So let's check it out real quick.
It's done wonders for me. But, just for a peace offering, I brought you something.
That's what you do.
I brought you food.
Okay.
You bring flowers
bring
or
him?
something.
Oh
my God.
In fairness, Vagabond would have immediately went to
I think
peace
I think
there.
this would be. I know
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
would've loved
guys, that are in your. You guys don't really like me, so I wanted to bring this to show you that I want to be standing in solidarity with the community. Right?
This brought me.
All right, no, you ain't good. I need that next. So let me tell you something, brother. Do I got the floor with the chicken? Okay. Go ahead. I have a brother.
I did forget the watermelon. I forgot the watermelon.
That's lit.
So I'm just gonna leave it there. But I thought that was funny and worth watching because people will cry offensive all day, but it's funny. What were you gonna say?
Well, I would cry offensive too because I wouldn't have taken KFC. I would have took Popeyes.
That's true. That's
there
true.
you
That's an
go.
insult. KFC nowadays, it's
Vagabond
garbage.
most affected.
Yes,
Yeah, at least
absolutely.
he didn't bring something gross like churches or something like that. That would have been terrible.
Never had that. Never had that.
Hot
But
take,
thus,
I would have been offended if it was Raising Cane's.
never had that either. Never had that
A lot
either.
of people have been getting on my ass about that recently because one opened up near us, but not a fan.
Actually, I'll tell you, Publix fried chicken is pretty good. I've had it like 3 times in a row now.
I mean, that's down in Florida, though. Yeah, so might have to try that next time we're down there. But no, needless to say, he won, and I'll say it straight up. I don't care what people think. Congrats, Paul Miller, for winning. It was a good fight, and bring back sportsmanship, bring back shit talking in sports too. Political correctness in combat sports. My gosh, what a
Bring
thing
back
to
grape
be
soda
imposing.
while you're at it too. If you're offering fried chicken,
No, grape drink.
At least have some
Grape
soda.
drink.
Yeah, have some respect.
No
watermelon,
okay,
purple drink.
My
drink.
apologies, Cole Hauser.
No,
I'm
not
not black
purple
enough.
drink.
No, it's
And
grape
it's not drink, it's
Or
drank.
Purple drink.
Purple
It
drink.
is.
Purple
You know what
drink.
would have solved this? Cerveza Cristal.
That's very true. Yes. That's very, very true. So,
How can we take a bad situation and make it worse?
I wanted to show this as well. We have a few food related tabs lined up.
Here we go.
Boy.
This is the Alex Jones tier list of snack foods. So let's
God.
check it out. Totally official. By the way.
boy.
Not, but
Patriot, vampire, nationalist, mental retard, eugenicist, a scared man, really, retard, traitor, vampire, next level, Moses,
I just gotta say, perfect meme template. I love it, and I might even be making like an intro clip of that for us.
That's a
at some
10 out of
point,
10 template right there.
It is.
Can I just
I look
one-
forward to you getting retard.
Absolutely.
I just want to throw one thing out. Because this morning with Jay's stream, because we thought it was the Takis that took his stream down, because he was showing a video with that before, and we went in. It goes, yeah, maybe it was the Takis because it was a kid selling the stuff at his school.
Oh, right. The one kid that basically had $5 snack bags. Basically.
Yeah,
like a little
and it had
hustle
Takis
bag,
in there.
Yeah. Man, of all things to have a problem about too, but yeah, let's actually, we can skip ahead a little bit. Let's see. Let's talk about that. You were watching live apparently then. So when that happened with Jay, let's just cover that real quick. I'm going to pull that up. You guys, because you were watching live, I didn't watch the stream this morning, but Jay posted, so YouTube's giving him trouble. Let me get the screen up.
Damn.
So, Jay had said, because of the strike, I won't be able to live stream on any YouTube channel for a week, which is weird to me because that means he can't even stream on any of his other channels, his backup channels.
That fucking knocks out MegaCon Day too, man. Saturday no
does.
stream.
So he is banned from YouTube for a week, it looks like. So that's why Monday Hangover was on Rumble tonight, and man, not
And
good.
Kick,
not
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And
But you know what's funny?
It's even harder because he posted the clip that was the reason for the takedown. It is fucking stupid.
Really?
It is really. It's right below the reply. Actually, I think he posted it.
So they said it violated firearms policy. We know this is probably disappointing news, but it's our job to make sure. So obviously, I'm not going to play the clip. But if you guys who are watching, can you describe just quickly for the audience what that clip was that got him?
So basically, it was regarding the legislation in Virginia that the governor was passing, and there was a protest of gun owners walking through the street.
Right.
Yeah, walking through the street. That was it. It was a news. It was actually a news broadcast that he was playing.
It was from the local news.
So it was actually cable news broadcast that he
Yes,
showed.
that's right. And like not even that. There's multiple videos online showing the protests. You got multiple people going out there with open carry, like carrying rifles. Somebody carried a Barrett M82 over there.
I
so
saw
it's
that,
wild.
yes.
Like they're going really strong with the protests, which is good. But what I find most frustrating is that it says here that Jay violated the firearms policy, despite the fact you have Brandon Herrera, Garantham, Hickok 45. You got so many people on YouTube who we literally call gun tubers because of the sole purpose that their content is about firearms and firearms education. This is just a mere video of the news basically covering what's happening in our own country.
Yeah, Jay was not handling firearms on stream. He was watching a video of a news clip.
This is the same thing that happened with
stream anyway.
This is the same thing that happened with ABF as well too a couple weeks ago. Just because he had his weapons on his gun
apparently
wall.
they have double standards for live streaming, and it's stupid.
It's absolutely frustrating, man.
That's
I
why
wonder
I'd like
if
to
you
point
can
out to
find
people,
the
too.
actual clip that he was watching, like the news clip. I bet it's on YouTube.
Yeah, Lex, that was actually where I was going to go with that. Is I'm willing to bet that channel has that exact clip up right now. Not just has it up. I'm going to say it's monetized.
More than likely.
Well, I think Jake has a point here. I'm not even going to say it, but I think he has a point, and I think they're out to, I think they probably don't like Jay for some of the things
it's
he
selective
has said and that we've all
enforcement.
said. It is. And that's why I'd like to encourage people too, not just myself. For my link to Kick, we're also dual streaming on Kick. It's pinned to the top of the live chat on YouTube right now in the description. Please follow me, follow any of the other guys here that are on Kick, Rumble, alternative sites, because don't just depend on one. If you like watching any of us, follow us on alternative sites as well. Cole Hauser?
But yeah, the funny thing is you're not going to meet a more wholesome, nice, gentle guy than Jay.
Right.
Like Jay is Jay's just stand up. I wouldn't be on YouTube before Jay because Jay was the one who pushed me to start streaming. You're just not going to be a nice guy like him. And the fact that he decided to go on Drunk 3PO's basement to finish the stream, they took that down. So it just tells you how these people are. And there are worse people out there that who say vile things about the president and anybody else on the right. And are their channels taken down? No.
No, they're left to say the most heinous things on planet Earth. They're not harassed whatsoever, and you hate to see it, and that's why Jay is called the best of us. He's one
Are
of
you
the
telling me YouTube might
best
have an
people in the
agenda?
Yes.
No,
Maybe.
That's absurd.
Don't say it out loud.
Now, for those who
crazy,
may
Lex.
not know, this is
Speaking
what
of
Jay was.
agendas.
What Jay was talking about. What Jay was talking about, and the news clip was covering.
Whoa,
So
whoa.
this is bad. This is bad. Virginia. What were you going to say, Ron?
No. Just reading it. Go ahead. You read it, and then.
Yes, Virginia Democrats are exempting themselves from a new
Mm-hmm.
gun control bill. So they're going to ban, I'm not even going over it. They're banning a bunch of stuff in Virginia. They're going to, 30 round mags, conventional off the shelf rifles, very standard, typical stuff. And frankly, the Virginia Democrats signing this stuff into law don't want the law to apply to them. So this says, quote, the provisions of this section shall not apply to any member of General Assembly. Look at that. Down there, highlighted in red. And mind, Miss Spanberger here, the new governor of Virginia, she's as glowy as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
She is as corrupt and deep state as it gets. She is not a patriot. I'm just going to say that for safety.
She's got a very, very manly jaw as well.
So you mean
and very manly nose as well. Ronan, you were going to say?
No, it's okay. 2 comments. First, that looks like a wretched witch if I've ever seen one. Also, what's up, Nerd Wars? What's up, Erwin? And second thing I was going to say as well, too, is you mean to tell me that it's just another case of rules for thee, but not for me for these silly little politicians?
Yep.
Imagine my
so
shock.
unheard of.
But how many of these Democrats even own a weapon in the first place?
Many.
Not
Many
many.
of
I
them.
wouldn't. You
There's
think they do?
security.
I was gonna say they probably don't.
If they
But their
don't
security does.
They don't
No,
personally own
by
the weapons, but
proxy
I promise you, their security are the ones handling it for them.
A lot of upper class, a lot of these people, it's very much rules for thee and up for me. It very much is. They just don't want us having weapons. They are fine with having them.
Well, yeah, because they're the only people in their voting block with money to buy weapons. Most of their voters are on either Section 8 or, some kind of other government assistance.
Yeah, the SJW screaming in the street with pink hair is not what they are. But this crazy woman definitely has what
she was CIA.
Yeah,
she is.
Yeah. Was she?
She's a CIA asset. Yes, she is. She was.
They never leave, so it's never was.
The sheer irony of it is that her constituency, they're not really going to care about what the law is. They're just going to go and buy a Glock off of the corner if they can.
Well,
they'll find whoever it is they can buy it off of.
Of course.
The Red County sheriffs have repeatedly come into contact with this in Virginia and clearly said, or they have repeatedly said, we will not enforce these laws a lot of the time. I don't know if they've made a statement related to this one in particular yet.
Well,
I do
my
not
thing
know,
is,
but
isn't
I
this
hope many patriots stand up to this and don't comply. Comics Dad, you were going to say?
I was going to say, isn't this a clear violation of the Second Amendment?
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
There's no way this will hold up if it gets.
So here's the thing, Comics.
Well, it depends on what version of the Supreme Court we get. If we get base
They-
Supreme Court or turncoat Supreme Court.
They've been slowly whittling away the Second Amendment. The only good positive in all of this is that for every time that they do, there's a good lawsuit that shows up that basically kicks their asses, especially because of the Supreme Court kind of helping out with that lawsuit.
Well, and the Second Amendment itself exists for exactly this reason, against tyranny and corruption. I mean, regardless of even if this passes and is upheld by the Supreme Court, it doesn't matter. People should still rightfully and justly defend and celebrate their Second Amendment rights regardless, because this is tyrannical corruption. That's all this is.
I think the problem is that it is starting to kind of, how do I describe it? Enforcement of the law nowadays is starting to become more about whether you have the manpower behind it and less about what does this ancient piece of paper that basically ensures our God-given rights says. That's the only issue, is like whether or not the culture and the people that currently exist are actually going to either respect and enforce these laws, or if they're just not going to care and live with whatever power and might they have backing them. That's the only way I'm seeing it right now is the problem.
Yeah, they want us to be the next North Korea, basically, is what it boils down to.
Essentially, they want us to be a disarmed. a disarmed state of peasantry. I wanted to show this. This is another reason for the Second Amendment, so that you do not have to fall victim to random street thugs as well. So, well-known YouTuber Brandon Buckingham says he shot a robber multiple times after being sucker punched in the face. So this robber, hard R robber, by the way, ran up behind him and just clocked him right in the nose, broke his nose, smashed the front of his face in. And I'm not going to play the video because he does pull up his Glock. He's like, I got him 4 or 5 times. I'm not showing that. But he said in response, after getting out of the hospital, recovering, he protected himself from this attack with his firearm. He says, I hope that shit was worth it. You didn't get $1 and you still got shot like 4 or 5 times. So
based. Buy that man a beer.
F around and find out.
Exactly.
Is all I got to say.
Shot 4 or 5 times and he's not talking to a corpse?
Yeah.
He might need to get some practice in at the range. Just gotta say.
I know.
Look, I gotta be honest. Even I'm shocked sometimes. I watch a lot of these police body cam videos. Some dudes get lit up an entire mag, and they're still, just
adrenaline and meth, Ronan. Adrenaline and meth.
Well, you need to get that one. You need to. Well, I don't want to say much, but you just need to get that one, and they're not getting up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully, we do have the Second Amendment still, so that we can, and we don't have to fall victim to random acts of crime and violence in this country. We have the ability to defend ourselves. And Cole Hauser, I hope you guys. I know you know some patriots fighting for your rights up there as well.
Yeah, and it's funny because every time they do these buyback they just did a buyback program. Pretty much nothing came of it because nobody believes in this liberal government, what they're trying to do. So every time they say, "Oh yeah, we're going to do a buyback program, bring in your guns," nobody ever does because the criminals aren't going to bring their guns in. You may get that one guy who needs money, badly, and finds a gun and goes, "Yeah,
Yeah, not at all. They're not. This is only to disenfranchise law-abiding citizens, regular people like you and I, and this does nothing to stop criminals from committing crime whatsoever.
No, exactly.
As we well know.
It's a cliche statement, but I mean, it's still a valid statement. When seconds matter, the police are minutes away. So really, do not rely on anybody else to save you. You are your own first responder. That's how this is.
1,000%. That's a great way to cap this off. Amen to that, Ronan. Yeah, always be prepared and keep your head on a swivel 24/7. I wanted to cover this really quickly.
I was just going to say 4 words. Aim small, miss small. That's it.
Yes.
Amen to that as well. Yes. And practice. I know it's expensive. Ammo's expensive. Hey, pick up a 22, for affordability, whatever. But, get out there and practice. Don't just be going once every few years. Wanted to show this. I voted, speaking for myself, I voted for the mass deportations of all illegal aliens, all of them. I don't believe in exceptions. If you're here illegally, you are a criminal. And I don't know the numbers on this. It's yet to be reported. I just, I'm not trying to state that we have all the facts here, but it's been reported by a lot of outlets that to address the farm labor shortage, the Trump administration turns to migrant workers. So there's a lot of considerations that we may or may not be deporting non-violent illegal aliens. So just on its face here, what do you guys think? Because I believe all illegals are invaders, they are criminals, and they all need to be deported. It doesn't make a difference if you committed more crimes when you got here. You still need to go. You're here illegally.
I don't think that the Trump administration should be addressing the farm labor shortage. I think the farms should be addressing their labor shortage.
Very true. Very true.
This is from the
intervention. Cole Hauser?
And this is from the New York Times. So do we actually believe this, or is this just another one of the plays that the left-wing media is going to pop out there? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, Cole Hauser. That's why I'm saying we're taking it for face value here. Obviously, if anyone else has more information, we can look into it next week. And, we're just going to leave it at that. But I really hope that's not the case because it's something we've talked about on our side of the internet a lot. Oh, the violent illegal aliens. Well, no, they all need to go. All of them. So
and just going on that, the thing is Trump knows how to trap these people, and then when they try it themselves, they end up failing and failing badly.
Yes, absolutely true. Absolutely true. So we'll see how it works out.
You know,
Hopefully Trump works
yeah.
it out and does his thing,
Because think about this. Trump has been basically trapping other countries out there, and they're all lost because they, if he's doing this to a country, the media, they got no clue in what they're doing.
Of course. Yeah, obviously, take everything from the mainstream media with a grain of salt. And, yeah, don't trust them for what they say, but just something to think about. And I'm going to keep the pressure on and hope that we constantly get an increase of mass deportations. That's what I want. Want more of that. They can kindly get the heck out of my country. That's what I have to say.
Hell yeah.
So, Mayor Mamdani, Zoran Mamdani. I don't even remember how to say his middle name.
Don't mess with Zoran. Always think of the movie.
Yes, Adam Sandler. Yeah. Don't mess with Zoran, or do. I don't know. Names New York's first, quote, trans woman. No, I'm going to say it's a man in drag. No such thing as trans woman.
And cosplaying as a
man, baby.
Cross-dresser.
Yes, cross-dresser. To lead new LGBTQI+ office. So I actually don't know what the I or the plus is. I genuinely don't know. And I don't care enough to look it up either.
I guess. Retardation. That's what it is.
I'm betting
idiot.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever. So they don't want you to know this, but we can literally ban all of this. At America's founding, Muslims were forbidden from serving as civil magistrates, and cross-dressing was illegal. We can do it again. We should do it again.
I would
question: doesn't that go against his beliefs?
You would think. As a Muslim, he would probably in maybe Afghanistan be throwing this person next to him off of a roof.
So two things for that. Just knowing a little bit about Islam. To your point, Smoo. It is against his beliefs, but the Muslims also have a concept known as taqiyya, where they're basically able to lie about their whole belief structure
in furtherance of
the kafir, as they refer to it, the non-believers. Basically, their own way of referring to us as Goyim or whatever. But they can lie to us. What the hell is going on? They
Someone's
can lie
got background noise. If you can mute the first.
They can lie to us about whatever their beliefs are in order to have a fake alliance with non-believers until it's no longer necessary. That's the first point.
Yes.
Second thing, much like what the post there said, we can do it again only if, however, we start changing the culture. It's kind of what I said earlier. Let me put it like this. There are still laws that exist to this day that have been written since the 1800s. Those laws still exist on the book, but they're not actually enforced anymore. Why? Because they're either blasphemy laws or they're these very specific and peculiar laws, like no having ice cream on Sunday or something like that, right?
Yeah, stuff like that, but there are, but you make a great point. There are still things on the books that we can implement, and I certainly, for one, agree with Joshua Hames here. I want to make America Christian again. I think we absolutely can. You can't make people convert. That's something that only God can do. But you can impose Christian morality through legislature and magistrates and law and everything to have a cohesive, more Christian society. And I want that. And what I don't want is more of this. We're going to play this clip with this gay, queer, and also the person at the podium. So we're going to watch
with this man.
Y'all know too well. The queer community, as well
That's
as
a man.
intersecting communities and adjacent communities, are under extreme attack in this country from all angles, it seems, from the highest levels of government to society in general, and to even sometimes people that we consider friendly fire, unfortunately. And so
interesting that a trans would use the term friendly fire.
You're right.
Friendly fire coming from a trans, interesting phrase.
Now more than ever in this moment, it is so critical, I think, to have.
All right, so I'm not going to torture you guys any longer. I'm going to get that freak off the screen. But
you know what's funny? You know what's funny?
The long ways.
Yeah, it's funny because. No, sorry, go ahead. No, I just want to point out. Does everyone agree that pretty much New York is now lost?
New York has fallen.
New York fell the second that election happened.
Right.
Escape from New York is now a documentary.
As soon as it happened, it was gone.
No.
I think it happened
was
at least
falling a lot before that.
15 years ago.
But I'm just going now. Now it looks like it's just like, you know what? It's time to escape, because I just don't see. He's basically digging a hole, and he's like, that hole is going right to China.
I don't care how
that's where he's going.
I don't care how goofy it could have been. I would have rather seen the fucking guardian angel Curtis Sliwa be the mayor, honestly, because at least with his little, neighborhood watch group that they had back in like the 90s and whatnot. Yeah, again, sounds kind of goofy, but I would have preferred that. It's like a sanitized version of the mob. I would have much preferable.
Did we have any of this stuff when organized crime ran these cities? I don't think so.
Nope. No, you didn't.
Just saying.
For real.
Just the good old boys with baseball bats protecting the streets, man.
Good old boy politics. You know what I mean?
And like they say now, over half of New York hasn't even lived there more than 10 years.
Yes, more than half of New York is foreign born.
They imported voters, and they voted for what they got, and what they got is a fucking annoyance.
But there's hope on the horizon, guys. There's hope on the horizon. So this is reported from townhall.com that breaking, for the first time in a decade, over half of Gen Z males, that's my generation, that's my demographic, Gen Z males, and millennial males are reading the Bible weekly. Bible sales are skyrocketed in every single demographic in 2025. Incredible. Let's check this out. Look at this spike. Look at this spike. So from 2018, 2015, it didn't spike much with the boomers. I'm just going to point that out. But over here to the left and to the far left here on the chart, Gen Z male, millennial male, female charts, a little bit different, but it spiked especially amongst the younger generations of men, the future leaders, the current and soon-to-be future leaders.
There's a caveat to that, though. Remember how the Democrats were bragging about wanting to put everybody who buys a Bible on a list?
I remember this, and they actually may or may not have been keeping track of those sales.
Those are going to be some big fucking lists, man.
They are. With the credit card processors, they're absolutely keeping track of it.
I'll be on that list too, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah, the government knows everything you've bought if it wasn't anonymously through cash.
Yeah,
well, they do. And here's the other thing: they have a spy literally in everyone's fucking house.
Yeah, that's
they don't have to have some super convoluted way of keeping track. They just get you through your smartphone, and everybody and their mom has a smartphone.
Well, here's the thing: there's no such thing as privacy in the technological world, but I want to say,
you NSA agent.
Getting back on track. No, we have hope for the future. We have hope for the future. Rizkit said it right. Christ is king. He is the king of America. He is the king of the world, the universe, the creator of the universe.
I have to stop you right there. Some retard said that Christ is king is anti-Semitic.
I was saying,
here we go. They're calling it a slur now.
And
let's pull it up.
Your point
let's pull it up.
Yep, I knew you had the tab ready.
I don't have it ready yet, so you guys carry on. So between Mark Levin and Ted Cruz, I want to touch on this for a minute.
Cruz,
Good segue. That essentially they're saying that Christ is king is anti-Semitic. We're going to get to this first.
No.
Listen, I'm the
and they need
expert.
The conversation has been happening for a while. They have been trying to consistently demonize the phrase Christ is king. Hell, I even got into it with Phil Abonte a few months back because he
I'm not his biggest fan. Just going to say that.
He's look, I respect him for his music, and I respect him a little bit for some of the I can't even say libertarian policies anymore because he's not. Even he himself can't describe himself as libertarian. He understands how far gone they've become at this point. That's why I even don't call myself a libertarian. Most of them are kind of crap nowadays. But like
Chase Oliver, man.
Yeah, I know. But he kind of fell into this pit trap mainly because of James Lindsay. James Lindsay was one of the first ones that started pushing the idea that Christ is king is an anti-Semitic dog whistle, that it's a racially charged kind of phrase. No, it shouldn't matter.
It's my right to be racist. It's my right, and I'm damn straight. So what if I want to say Christ is king and you say it's racist? So what? That's my right. And Mark Levin is saying this two-parter. First, Mark Levin, then Ted Cruz says rejecting Judaism means rejecting America. So if you don't embrace Judaism, you are not a patriot. Right. You are fake MAGA. You are fake MAGA if you don't.
Honestly, it's just all the more.
Yeah, all the more reason. Yeah,
I have a 6-letter F word to call him right now, and I fucking can't.
And you
it's
reject
annoying.
the link of the two. you reject the Bible. If you reject Judaism and Christianity and the brotherhood and the sisterhood of the two,
there's no union between the two. One rejects
That
Christ,
law.
one embraces.
Okay, look,
not only are you rejecting
let's just
our founding, you're rejecting our country. If you
Why did
reject
look like Ben Bernanke
Judaism
was ensued?
and you reject Christianity and you reject the link of the two,
Okay, it restarted, but needless to
I
say,
have no doubt he uses the same word for Christians that Jeffrey Epstein did.
Look,
Goyim? Yeah,
I
probably,
know,
yeah.
I know that Lex will kind of understand what I'm saying with this. My theology studies got a little bit like just a little hazy sometimes, but I know he'll understand what I mean when I'm saying this. Mark Levin is basically describing bullshit 1800s dispensationalism belief,
Yes,
which
he
is
is.
basically this constant idea that like
Yes.
Protestantism, and I'm sorry to say this, Isaac, but like Protestantism is the one that mostly
Dispensationalism.
pushes. Yes, it mostly pushes the dispensationalism, where it basically they have to hold on to the idea that Israel and especially the Jewish people are God's chosen people. So as Christians, you have to consistently defend them and consistently protect them.
Which is not true. Yeah.
Garbage. It is pure garbage theology, because the very reason of Christianity existing is because Jesus rejected what the Sanhedrin was pushing. We rejected ceremonial law. We rejected the law that the Jews were pushing at the time. So we were holding on to Mosaic law, and we were trying to essentially bring forth the true word of God through his son. Again, okay, I don't
Christ's
need to go anymore with that, but
body,
you get
the
the
church,
idea.
is Israel. Christians are God's chosen people. We are the sons of Abraham. So
yeah,
I will make one bet right now, and you can clip the shit out of this. This disappears by the time he's up for fucking re-election.
Oh, of course, this will be wiped.
100%.
This will be wiped from the. Let's listen from his own mouth. Ted Cruz thinks the phrase "Christ is King" is anti-Semitic. Christ is King is "I hate the Jews," according to Ted Cruz. So, I hate to break it to you, Teddy boy. Christ is King, whether you like it or not. So,
although it is being used online in a way that is meant to say "Screw you, Jew."
I mean, just look
it
at
is
that
being
nose.
used in a context very directly
how
to
you
say,
see this.
I hate
This
Jews, and
is
that's
a
almost
snake
an
here.
online.
I'm going to take that one down for
Christ
later.
is King is, I hate the Jew.
Is that your view, or you? Why do you say that?
Because you see the people who are saying it, and they're saying it in that context. They're saying
cares
Jews
who's
are
saying
horrible.
it?
so he's saying it's the context in which you say Christ is King.
Oh,
It's the
really?
context. You can say Christ is King in any context, and it's perfectly applicable because
Who
it's
the
true.
hell are you to tell me what kind of context it is that I say it? If I'm the one saying it, it's because I am declaring that Jesus of Nazareth, son of Mary and Joseph, is the King of the universe, is the King of the world, and is the Son of God. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it to try to refer to Jews in any way, shape, or form. Okay, don't put that shit on me.
Why
Ted.
is he injecting it into that like it has anything to do with it?
I will say-
you can show he's pushing an agenda for a
Statements
foreign
like
country that he seems to have allegiance to. It's
statements
suspicious.
like that are why Trump fucking thrashed him in 2015 primary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make
yeah.
these stupid generalizing statements that he does not fucking back up. He's like, he fucking tiptoed around it. He's like, oh, it's these people online say it, make it anti-Semitic. Not when I say it. Fuck you, Ted Cruz.
I can wait.
Fine. Grow a fucking backbone. Stand behind what you fucking
won't.
say.
He won't.
You know
He
what
won't,
his
because you know
backbone
what?
is
He's
attached
lying,
to?
Ted. He's lying, Ted.
On the back of his head there, the lighting, it looks like just a special little kind of frisbee type hat, and that's what his spine is connected to.
A
right
very
there.
small one.
So-
A very small one. It's plugged right into his spinal cord and controls everything he thinks from a small country in the Middle East.
Like
Let's check
they're
it out.
attacking
Well, he is
the
Canadian.
end with Christ is King
Mm.
to make it sound like somehow there's a biblical basis for attacking Jews. Look, Jesus was a Jew. And by the way, the twist.
And I'm just going to leave it there. He says Jesus was a Jew. And, you know, I don't, let me just say, I don't think where Jesus is God. Jesus is the creator of the universe. Stop putting your own little labels on him. That's blasphemy, actually. So.
I'm just waiting for somebody to do a "this you" on him when the election comes around with that clip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for it.
My man.
Yes. Thanks,
Based
ABM. Love you, man. Love you, no homo. But Jake says, we love Christ, Ted. You have no power here. Yeah, he has no power here.
Yeah.
You
Clowns
can't
like Ted
stop
Cruz.
us. I'll die on this hill.
Yeah, as for 2028, no, he's going to get thrashed by JD Vance. He's not going to get by him, and he wouldn't get by fucking DeSantis if he ran again, and that was a disaster.
Yeah,
Last
I
time
think
out.
he's pretty much resigned himself to being a senator, and we're gonna try our hardest to primary him next time around.
This clip is going to live on X once elections
Yeah,
come
we're
around.
not.
It
Oh, I'll
absolutely is
keep
gonna be
reposting
passed
it if he
around.
runs. If he runs,
And-
I'll be posting the heck out of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that rough
like
life,
him-
by the way, being a senator, rough life he's got there.
Does anyone know when he's up for it? Re-election? Is it 2028?
I don't know.
I think it is
4 more years, I believe.
4 more years? That's about
30?
in time after Herrera, if he wins 2 years in Congress,
Yep.
for him to jump a seat.
2030, I believe.
All right.
Needless, I just want to put a bow on it with this. You know, we deal with people. We all have different opinions on the Middle East. You know, Ted Cruz is someone who supports Israel. You know what? Go do that, Ted. Go support Israel. Go do your Israel thing, and don't you dare tell me I can or can't say Christ is king. I have whatever I can say. It's free speech, and Christ is king. And this seems like anti-Christian discrimination that's creeping up. That
I just
may
don't like
be
when people
leading
come
to
in-
censorship and laws restricting our speech. Lex?
I don't like when people go in and tell you what you mean when you say a phrase.
Mhm.
That's just on the list of things that I truly deep
It's
down hate more than
disingenuous.
anything else. It's when someone tries to like correct me on what I mean or what I
Yeah.
believe or anything like that. Anytime someone does that,
that's a fair take.
Oh, I just know it's not going to be a great conversation.
Well,
'Cause they're not
I
listening
just
to
hate the
conversation.
attitude that someone said something online, so no one can ever say it again.
Exactly. That's like leftist. That's where Gamergate came from. That type of stuff, you know.
Yep.
And so Ted Cruz, hate to break it to you, last thing I'm going to say on the subject, Ted Cruz is woke right. He's woke. He went woke, and a lot of these
He's
other
the
people went
Lindsayite.
woke. He is.
And
They're a bunch of
if I
whiny
could just
crybaby
point out one,
Israel shills. Yes.
isn't his wife part of some certain group?
More than likely. I don't know who she is.
I
but
won't
would
say
not
it
be
on here,
shocked.
but I guess if you guys can look it up. Apparently,
check that early
Does it
life
start
section.
with an M?
Let's take a look at the early
I
life of
believe
Ted
so.
Cruz's wife.
what she
So
was a part of.
Yeah, more than likely. And it's a shame. We need to demand higher standards of our politicians. And I just want to say too, we need more Pete Hegseths in the world and less Lindsey Grahams. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Pete Hegseth obviously not perfect, but he is a Christian patriot, and I love the guy. And we need more of him, less Lindsey Graham. So. Exactly right, Erwin. Ted Cruz is a Bushite. He's a big Bush guy. Yeah, like George and George also. Yeah, so
I have to say, I think, and this is my opinion, Pete Hegseth has got to be the best Secretary of Defense ever. I don't think there's
Secretary
anyone,
of War now. Yes.
Well,
sure.
Secretary of War. I don't think for how he does things. He's with the troops. He's training. He supports them. When was the last there was a sec def, Lloyd Austin, who basically took off for 2 days to have surgery, didn't tell anybody. Donald Rumsfeld.
No one noticed.
What was the guy's name? Les Aspin. There was a whole bunch of clowns even before. But here's a guy who cares about the troops, who's there with the troops, who trains with the troops. When was the last time you had a Secretary of Defense / War do that? Never.
Not in my lifetime, or probably any of our lifetimes. And so, like I said, you know, obviously the Israel thing, that's not something we're going to dissect on one stream, or we can talk about it for a year and we're not going to figure it out totally. But don't impose that upon my religious foundations as a Christian and tell me what I can or cannot say, because you have a feeling about a country in the Middle East. That's all I'm going to say it with that. And moving on, I saw this post, and it was sobering to realize this is a serious thing, that 6 months ago, Charlie Kirk was assassinated in broad daylight. And it's already been half a year. I just wanted to bring some quick, solemn, remembrance to that it's been half a year. So we're going to mute that. But I will never forget that. I don't think any of us will. And I would like to see more justice coming out and more investigations into left-wing violence in this country, because it's an epidemic in this nation. These groups that they have on the internet where they collaborate, they share their plans with their trans and their furry and their LGBT mafia friends. They're deranged, they're on drugs, and they're demonically influenced, and they're out killing wonderful patriots like this, Charlie Kirk, in front of his family. And
with somebody who was just willing to talk to anyone, by the way.
Yes, anybody. Yeah.
I still like to think that this was a very important turning point for a lot of people in the country, because like that, it's been 6 months, and it was a 6 month since a wake up call for a lot of people, where they've now seen and read things in the past 6 months that maybe they could have read a long time before, maybe they should have. I count myself among them, of just I don't have to care. Life's not that bad. It's not that crazy. I don't need to care. And then bam, things like that happen. It's like, you know what? Maybe I do need to care. Maybe I'm not as safe as I thought I was.
Well, for me personally, it was a big wake up call to, I fully embrace no enemies on the right. We need to get over little things. And when you see guys like Ted Cruz saying this, you can't say Christ, it pisses me off, because 6 months ago when we saw Charlie get murdered, I said no enemies on the right. It's time to unite the right, like Charlie would have wanted, stand strong and stand for his memory. And the right is just bickering like we always do.
I was never really a big fan of the whole Big Ten kind of right wing aspect, because that includes a lot of different people on a lot of from like many different backgrounds, many different professions, many different ideologies that are non-left, shall we say. So you have people that are a little bit more on the religious aspect, like myself, like Isaac, and anybody else here in the panel who holds on to their faith closely. And then you have others who may not be that religious, and for them, they're more, as we like to say, libertine. They care a lot more about their own personal beliefs and their own personal freedoms. So that includes some degeneracy, shall we say. You know what I'm talking about. But after what happened with Charlie Kirk, I am willing myself to kind of let go of not liking the Big Ten right-wing stuff, because it's literally do or die. It's a life or death kind of scenario when it comes to the left. The fact that they're more than willing, and have already proven that they're willing to actually, take multiple shots at people who speak up, and some of them even succeed. I'm shocked myself, but I'm also pleasantly surprised that barely any of us on the right have tried to reciprocate that, because we're above it. A little bit more calm about the scenario. We are above it. Yep. Of course, some of us also understand if we try to do it, there's a good chance that those in power who happen to lean towards these people will come down with the full might of the law on us. So we're at least trying to navigate through it.
We have the fear of the Lord on our conscience as well.
Oh, no, that trumps it. I would say that.
That's the big one.
I was going to say, these 6 months have been really tough, because like all you guys, I remember where I was, what I was doing. Then also one of the last streams that I did before I took my hiatus, my wife and I were reacting to everything that had happened. It was like maybe a week after and everything. But these last 6 months have also opened my eyes to, and this is where I'm going to slightly disagree with you, Ronan, about being forgiving on the whole Big Tent right side of things and embracing everybody. These 6 months since that happened, no accountability for that, no accountability, or very little accountability for other acts of radical left-wing violence, or just political violence in general, for the most part, that doesn't fit a specific demographic that the mainstream media propaganda machine doesn't want to pushes out typically. And honestly, it's disheartening, because you have clowns like Ted Cruz, Lindsey Graham, Mitch McConnell, friggin' John Thune, and all these other Republicans, soft Republicans or rhino Republicans, that don't want to really
like these
hold anybody. Don't really want to hold anybody accountable for anything, whether it's their fellow buddy Satanists in Congress, or even friggin' Pam Bondi at the DOJ, Kash Patel at the FBI. Like, it's disheartening. But the thing is, I'm not going to say that people are going to leave the Republican Party, but they are in a sense, because I'm predicting this. It's a shot in the dark prediction, but I predict that depending upon how the next 2 years plays out, maybe even just the next 6 months play out, that we're going to see possibly a reduction in registered Republicans, but possibly a skyrocket of registered independents.
It's very possible, and that's
that.
why I am an independent. I'm not a member of a party. I'm very conservative and Christian in my moral and voting beliefs, but
Same here.
the Republican Party has not lived up to what we need at this point. So, Cole Hauser, you were going to say?
I look at what's going on in my country. I've been part of our conservative government slash party for over 20 years. Every time they come in, they say we're gonna cut waste. We're gonna retract everything the liberals parties have done on immigration, on education, on defense, everything. But once they got in, they forgot everybody, and then they keep on calling us. Listen, you got to come support us.
Yep.
This is when I just said I had enough of the conservative party. I walked away. I said I don't want to do this anymore because all you do is fail.
Yes.
Broken promises over and over and over and over again. We got a conservative government here in Ontario who is basically attacking Trump for Trump, what Trump's doing with the tariffs, and they just have, fix your own problems in our own country first.
Take the speck.
Worry about everything else afterwards.
Take the log out of your own eye before the speck out of your neighbors.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're always willing to criticize other people and never take self-accountability, which is a big issue amongst, especially a lot of people in politics. Yes.
And the difference is
Take it
we
back
have.
on
Go ahead, Vatwell. Sorry.
Well, I was going to piggyback on what you said, and basically England is about 2 steps ahead of what we did. They got betrayed by the fucking Tory party.
Yeah.
There was basically, it wasn't even a mass email went out, but it was grassroots to where the idea was 0 seats for the traitors because they betrayed their voting base. And the problem was it put Keir Starmer in charge. And if we do that, we got to deal with 4 years of Gavin Newsom. Maybe it'll make people get their fucking shit together if we do it, but it's going to be a painful 4 years.
Well, I wouldn't hold.
Didn't happen
my
with
breath
Joe
on
Biden. Barely anything swung.
That's true.
Yeah, and I don't think honestly, I'm looking at this as an outsider. I don't think it is as bad as people think it is with Trump losing the base, because they saw what happened with Biden, especially black and minority voters. They lost a lot when Biden came in. They lost their jobs. They lost a lot.
We'll
and
see
now
how it works
a lot
out
of
these midterms.
And something
Yeah,
that
I don't
Erwin
think the
said,
midterms are as
something
bad
that
as
Erwin said in
people
the
think.
chat.
So.
That is true, Erwin.
Well, I was going to say something else that Erwin said in the chat. I think it was him reacting to my prediction about registered Republicans, registered independents. Now, I don't know the exact facts on it and data on it all, but my assumption is going to be that a lot of those independents that Trump lost were probably either never Trump Republicans to begin previously, or they're old school Democrats that maybe were lost by the new path that the current Democrat Party took, but still would never call themselves Republicans or conservatives anyway. So even though he may have lost independents, like I said, I feel like because of all the nonsense we're seeing amongst the Republican Party, that a lot of conservatives, and again, it's a wild prediction, it's just a prediction, but yeah, I think because of that, we're going to see independents skyrocket over the next 2 to 4 years.
And also
because of that specifically.
We got to put a bow on this in just a second.
Yeah, if I can just throw, but you really going to follow Hakeem Jeffries? That team move?
No.
Oh, hell no.
Sucking,
No.
Basically,
we're just saying
they're not going to follow him.
See, that's the problem, though. The Democrats, all they have to do is say that we're not Trump, we're not Republicans. It doesn't matter who we put out there. They're going to get 50+% of the vote.
And Republicans need to do a better job with marketing and not fracturing things right now. Maybe instead of calling Tucker Carlson a Nazi every other day, they could focus on tackling some issues, which they are, but just do it more. And I'm just going to put a bow on it with that. And hopefully things pan out for the best this November and for everything. We shall.
I mean, on the upside, though,
yes.
you see a lot of people in the UK turning to reform now, But you also have these retards from the Green Party threatening that they want to disavow Christianity as the core religion from the UK.
We have tabs on that. Absolutely. Yes. So it's a shame to see.
Hasn't that already happened?
Is Christian.
Technically, yes.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Trump does have ground to regain, and he needs to win the independence back and start tackling, like we said, the real issues. Housing. Stop saying that housing is not an issue. Housing is an issue. We need deportations and lowering housing costs. Everything. Trump needs to make up for some lost time, and we shall see how it goes. I just wanted to cover this. One last thing on Charlie Kirk, then we do have to move on. This was an older clip from a Piers Morgan interview with this crazy liberal chick, where she says, "Do you think that Charlie Kirk stood for free speech?" Piers says, "Absolutely." She loses her mind.
Do you think that Charlie Kirk...
I just wanted to show this because it is the 6-month anniversary.
She looks like a stable individual.
Charlie. She looks like a very mentally healthy individual.
Yeah, she looks completely fine.
Absolutely. You do?
Oh my God.
Really? How? Well, tell me about that.
Charlie Kirk was the absolute personification of defending free speech.
Oh, really?
Let me explain why.
Okay.
Charlie Kirk had strong views about a lot of things, many of which you probably don't agree with, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But Charlie Kirk, week after week, around America, would go onto university campuses knowing that most people there didn't agree with him, may have a preconceived view about him, maybe thought he was a fascist and all the other things they called him. And he would sit there in his tent, sometimes outside as he was when he was appallingly assassinated, and he would say, "Prove me wrong." And people would line up and they'd come and have a debate like this, and he would listen to them respectfully. He'd challenge them.
No.
He'd argue.
Shaking her head.
That's not what happened.
Sorry, that's exactly what Charlie Kirk did.
Looks like Spanberger's
He
daughter.
got a bullet.
Yeah, it does. She's trying to rewrite history. Is what she's trying to do. And shameful.
As
as
somebody that runs the counter organization to Charlie Kirk's Turning Point, that is not the point of what Charlie Kirk was doing. Charlie Kirk did not decide to debate high-profile debaters, people like Destiny or people on the left, that would actually give him a real debate. In fact, even
high-profile debaters like Destiny.
The second she said that one word, she lost all of her fucking credibility.
Destiny, the same Destiny whose own son basically forsakes his own fucking father. His
I can't blame him.
Withers. I was literally with him when he did that. Okay, so it's not like he was going in to have a real debate. He would go to
But he
these
did have real debate.
No,
How
he would
dare
go to
you
these
talk
college
to the
campuses
common
debate
folk that
kids
are
that
so
were
far
very
beneath
much
you.
underprepared,
Fuck you,
so that he
bitch.
could clip them and then raise money for Turning Point to go out there and then register voters.
Okay, Jake. Enough.
And
I'm
she
sorry
said
for
that
torturing
she
you.
was someone that ran a
Oh,
counter
Lord.
organization to Turning Point USA. So
Talk
right then
about
and there,
that.
that tells you everything else you need to know. She's
he's-
gonna push the lies and the garbage and everything they said about Charlie because
Of
her
course.
organization probably came up with half of it.
His whole shtick is to actually talk to these kids face to face. Like, sure, he will debate some of the streamers and some of the other high profile personalities if they really want to call themselves that. I think they're giving themselves way too much credit in that kind of phrasing. But his whole point was actually talking to the college kids. He wants to know what makes them tick and why they're thinking the way they are.
Yeah, and it was effective. That's why they hate him.
Yeah.
So,
As for Destiny, he's a fucking gotcha artist. That is it. You see him take notes during a debate. He will find one thing you said. He will nitpick the shit out
Secret
of
police.
it and
They have
never
secret
go
police.
after your argument. He is
His
the
gotchas
gotcha
aren't even that good.
artist.
they're all disingenuous. They're
he's a
all
gotcha-
completely disingenuous.
He's a gotcha artist that also happens to have a crack jaw. Have you ever noticed when he talks, it's just sort of like I want to. I think the dude
gargle too many
every time
coughs,
he likes to
that's why.
speak, or maybe that.
I'll
too.
be honest, I haven't watched enough of him to notice.
Let's just let's just tackle this one last clip. Then we gotta get Cole Hauser over to Off the Hip with ABF here in a second. I just wanted to show this. Joyless Reed claimed that America is a Christian form of Iran, and women may be better off there. So what a wonderful take. Let's ask those women in Iran what they think of that. Let's watch this real quick.
Our regime has secret police. They have secret police. Our regime is oppressing women, taking away abortion rights, taking away women's rights in like 26 states. Some states where they're trying to have the death penalty for having an abortion. They also oppress women. They
Nice.
have the highest rate of
How
women
dare
who
we
are in
kill
STEM
somebody who
careers.
kills
We're
somebody?
kicking women out of the military, out of university. We're saying that DEI means women
'cause
can't
we're
be
not
hired for
fighters.
high positions in the sciences. We're marginally
Who said
better.
this?
and we're doing it for Christianity, they're doing it for Islam, right?
Yeah.
So
So
it's
we're
like
marginally better. Joyless Reed, that's who it is. But it wasn't so much that, but it was Matt Walsh's response. I fully agree. Matt has gotten so much more based. Yeah, I'm sorry, Erwin. I'm sorry. You know, you had to see it though. But no, Matt summed it up perfectly.
May God
She
have
doesn't
mercy on
believe-
your soul, Isaac. I agree with Erwin.
I know. She doesn't believe
He
this,
doesn't
of
get that
course.
quote.
So much of the political commentary in this country is just people saying things they don't believe. That's what makes debate unproductive, if not impossible. Most of the people involved don't believe what they're saying. So what's the point? I agree. She doesn't think that America is like Iran. She's a liar. She's an idiot. And
She doesn't think, period.
That's
the
a
millennial
good
woes
point.
quote.
Well, she has one single thought that's constantly repeating in her head, like a busted record. Orange Man bad. Orange Man bad.
I was wondering
That's,
where
that's
you were
I mean-
all that it is, man.
I was going to say Trump bad, so yeah.
Every time I
Hasn't been
see a
proven
black
yet that
woman,
she's. Go ahead, Cole.
Go
We
ahead,
want to hear
Tom.
this, Cole
We want to
Hauser.
hear this.
Give Cole Hauser the platform. What?
Every time I see a liberal black woman, all it gives me more disdain and why I don't deal with them, because they have no mindset, they have no thought process, and all they do is it's like commerce. If you hate white people so much, why did you marry a guy?
Yes.
That's it.
Tells you everything you need to know. Tells you everything you need to know. And on that point, Cole Hauser.
Don Lemon, if you hate white people so much,
Why'd you marry him?
Speaking of liberal women.
Before we get to this one last article, we're going to let Cole Hauser get out of here because, dude, you got to be over. You're going to be on Off the Hip over on ABF's channel, which we're going to be rating into. So tell the people where you're going to be, where they can find you, what you're doing.
So I'm in Florida. I'm in Orlando with Cornboy. Going to be seeing Ronan. Going to be seeing Batlaw. Going to see SMU. So it's going to be a great time here. Having a lot of fun.
Sure.
I'm not streaming as much, but I didn't bring my PlayStation with me. But I'm having a great time. And Isaac, thanks for having me on again. It's been a lot of fun. So once things start to settle down after MegaCon, I'll be back on. So I just want to say thanks for everybody and glad to be here. So
it's always a blast to have you on, man. And
we always good
me having fun tonight.
Hey, good seeing you, Cole Hauser.
Heck
We'll
yeah.
I
see-
hope
we'll
you
see
have
in
a safe,
Florida, man.
safe time down
Okay, bye. I'll miss you.
Yeah. Quickly, thanks, Lex. We'll be doing a Star Wars stream next week. We might be having a special guest.
Yes,
So
maybe.
I'm working on that, so it'll be a lot of fun. So
I know who it might be, and I'm not saying a thing. So, guys, you better be
Me neither.
subscribed to Cole Hauser's channel if you want to see a really good stream next week. So,
Yeah.
Cole, I'm going to kick you from the panel. You're going to the back of the bus. See you later, buddy. See you on Off the
Okay,
Hip. Bye-bye.
thanks.
So,
Later,
we
man.
love Cole
The
Hauser.
only illegal I'd feel bad about kicking out and send it back to Canada.
Yes. Well, I mean, he is
Well, he's
visiting
illegal,
legally. We'll
first
give credit where it's due.
Yeah, but if he has a crazy night Saturday, he might overstay his visitor's visa. So.
That's very true. That's very true.
Depends on
I
if the
wanted to
team is
cover
on
this.
strike or not. I'm just saying.
I wanted to cover this quickly because we all, pay a little attention to Hollywood and everything going on there. So let's check it out. What am I looking? Restream is not cooperating. All right. Hollywood, of course, is doing their Hollywood thing. And they did the Oscars the other night. You could have fooled me. I had no idea this was going on.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Talk about irrelevant and just totally out of touch with culture and not worth watching. Hollywood killed the Oscars. Yeah, they did. A self-congratulatory political circus nobody wants to watch. So, as you can see, the familiar faces, Conan O'Brien, and, lovely Rachel Zegler, of course, and Pedro Pascal doing his thing. Black, brown, unity.
Why
A
are
night of
you
narcissism.
I bet he likes the black and brown too.
Is that his boyfriend or
That
is
he does.
the other one? I'm confused.
They all are.
It's
They're all
they
his
all
boyfriends.
whatever.
They're all
But a
friends
night
of
of
the
narcissism.
Ayatollah.
Yes, they are injecting politics into their speeches. So
Used to be friend of Dorothy, now it's friend of the Ayatollah.
yeah. Let me see. Get to the point.
Oh,
The
not Tom
collapse of
Cruise.
celebrity.
Tom Cruise is just crazy.
Yes.
Good kind
So
of crazy.
the point is, just for perspective's sake, they show Trump. You know, these people 2 decades ago worshipped Trump. They idolized him. And, you know, on the turn of a dime, 2016, 2015, it's just immediately orange man bad. And that's what they're doing. They're wasting all these times. You know, regular faces, of course, Mark Ruffalo, you know. So just going over it, talk about irrelevancy. We're just going to leave it there. I just wanted to point out that Hollywood is so beyond dead. They are so irrelevant, and there's no coming back for it from them whatsoever, in my opinion. So they can't keep their politics out of their, you know, speeches. So
on the upside, Ice Cube's War of the World won the worst movie at the Razzies. So
hey, congratulations, Ice Cube! Way to go.
There is justice in the world. There is. So
wonder
love
if
to
he's part
see
Somalian.
Maybe he has a daycare in Minnesota. I don't know.
Thank you.
Maybe he does. Oh, I need those glasses. Nice.
And with an attitude. Let's just put it that way.
Yes. We're going to wrap it up there, actually, because I am going to be on a stream right after this. So, again, I wanted to say thank you. We had 40 people watching tonight, guys. Thank you all for showing up. Just wanted to ask, definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Definitely trying to grow the channel. Getting super close to being monetized here on YouTube, like 100 watch hours away. So, thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it.
Everyone in the audience right now, go watch that 11-hour marathon. You don't actually have to watch it. Just stream it in the background.
Just have it
Yes.
playing.
I also have a
the audio, all that.
I also have a playlist on the channel page, so feel
Exactly.
free to check it out. Really appreciate it. Hopefully going to get there within the month, I hope. We're going to do some outros because I'm going to be on Nick's channel, The Plot Strikes Back, reviewing Sisu for Masculine Mondays. So I'll be
very
over there
nice.
if you want to monitor this. Watch Masculine Mondays, watch Off the Hip, but we're going to be rating into Off the Hip. Cornboy, I see you got your F&T hat. You are down at Orlando, about to have
Heck
some
yeah.
fun at MegaCon. What you up to, dude? Where can people find you?
Yeah, well, you could follow me on my Twitter or X. Hopefully, I'll get some pictures posted up there of my time here in Orlando. And I won't be here next Monday because I'll be driving back home, but I'll see you all the week after.
Sounds great, dude. Safe travels and have fun. Have fun down there. So it's good stuff. Thank you for joining us tonight. And Vatlaw, too, as always. I think you're going to be going to MegaCon. And let us know what you're going to be up to and where people can follow you.
Well, it's good I'm going to MegaCon since I live like 40 minutes from it, so it just made sense. Just made financial sense to go ahead and do that. You can find me on X at the following, not this one.
They got him.
Vatlaw. We have completely lost you, Vatlaw. We have completely lost you. You are a robot.
They thought he
right
was
now.
the Ayatollah.
Guys, needless to say, we're gonna get to Ronan here in a sec. Follow Vatlaw on X for everything he's doing. Check out what he's got.
See his name there in the chat.
You got the computer age right now, man. I'm sorry.
He looks like cardboard now. Oh no,
That happens. We needed
Ronan
Ronan anyway.
Yeah,
Ronan,
okay.
Tell the people.
Yeah, okay. I'll be real quick about this. You can shut up, Lex. You can catch Vatlaw every Sunday on Vagabond's channel for I Swear It's Not Hentai. And when you watch it, they will tell you it's not hentai. It probably is hentai. As for me, I got a link underneath, which is oh, right, my bad. We got a link tree underneath where I have all my different links. I have a YouTube, which is Ronan the Crusader. I got a Kick, which is Ronan the Crusader. I got an X, which is Ronan_Crusader7. A little different there, trying to be as fast as I can. Throughout this week, before Wednesday, I'll be streaming on my channel as much as I can just to try and make up for the time. Streaming either Fallout or Resident Evil Requiem, all that good stuff. You can also catch me on the For the Homies channel as well, too, for another gaming stream tomorrow night. I think we're playing For Honor. Isn't that right, Comics Dad?
Potentially, we'll see. It depends on. There's still some people that need to play through the tutorial right before we start, typical fashion. So we'll see. It might be that. It might be something else.
And aside from that, then you will catch me over at MegaCon along with Coreboy, Vatlaw, Colehauser, all these cool nerds.
Have fun, dude. Have fun. Have safe trip. Also, that parallels well. Comics Dad, you're going to be gaming with Ronan. I see you are on YouTube, Rumble, X, and Kick. Tell the people real quick where they can find you. Follow you, dude.
Well, first off, you can call me the anti-Hassan. Here, boy.
based. No electric collar on that dog. Man.
There's
so
Comics Dog.
so my main channel is Comics Dad, as you see down here. YouTube, Rumble, and X for that. And then over here is my new gaming channel that I started from when I made my comeback from my hiatus for adjusting to my new job. It's CD's Arcade. Not the first name I came up with, but the funnier name was already taken. So CD's Arcade it is. But that is also on YouTube, on Rumble, and then that is also on Kick. Like Ronan said, tomorrow we'll be playing a game with Ronan, the For the Homies crew. Nishi does gaming, my wife, Queen Comics wife. And then I'll be doing more gaming streams during the week, next weekend. This Thursday, I will be on the For the Homies podcast with Phantom, Atomic Patriot, Ebola, and then Queen Comics wife is going to be a special guest host, so that'll be fun. And then next Sunday will be the second episode and the return of mine and my wife's podcast, Comics Couple Cafe. We're doing it as around 11:30 now on Sundays. Nice little brunch show for people to start their Sunday
Eastern,
with.
Right? That's
Eastern time.
That's Eastern. All right.
The first episode back was taken down by YouTube yesterday because of copyright nonsense.
Of course. Yes. So they're having fun. So that's why I say click that link tree. Make sure you're following Comics Dad and all of us on all the various.
And then my other regular streams will come back eventually. Talking Shop. What was it? Pull List, and then maybe do videos in the future. So
yeah. Also,
but that's it.
Cajun
Go check
Corey's,
it out.
Cajun Corey's gay, but yeah. So guys, click that link tree in the chat and check him out. Yeah, check out his new gaming channel. Thanks for coming on again, dude. Great to have you on. Great to see you. I'm glad you're adjusting well. New schedule. Great to have you on.
Yeah.
And
4:30 wake up's a bitch.
Yeah, yes. Smoo, it's great to have you back on, dude. Thank you for joining us as always. Where can people find you besides? I see you in a lot of chats, man. You're busy mod. So
I'm a busy man. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you will find me at MegaCon with potentially some of these gentlemen. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast. I'm going to be fucking jet lagged as fuck when I come in on Wednesday. But I
sure be with you,
fun.
Get plenty of sleep on that transatlantic flight.
Yeah, definitely.
I will. But yeah, I'm having a premiere on my gaming channel, Smooth Plays Games, on YouTube tomorrow, and Rumble, on my Rumble channel. It is Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, a playthrough that I did last year, but it's like the 8-hour supercut, basically. So people have something to watch tomorrow. It's going to start at 5 a.m. Eastern. I know it's a bit early for the East Coasters, but it's got to be done because it's 8 hours long, and I've got things to do. Yeah, I'm going to be packing and then heading out around this time tomorrow to head to the airport, and then I'm going to be on my way.
Well, safe travels, man. That's a long trip for you. So
it's a 10-hour flight, but it's going to be worth it regardless, because you only go to con like once or twice a year, and that's one of the cons that I'm going to this year. So might as well make it worth it.
That's pretty much what it is.
We'll have fun, man, and safe travels. And also, Lex, where can people find you? Where you causing trouble? What you
definitely not in Iran.
They should, yeah, definitely not there. No. You want to find me rambling about theology? Find me on Twitter. If you want to interact with me anywhere else, it'll probably be in the chats of the shows you're already watching. Although occasionally you'll find me and Cole Hauser teaming up to do something movie related, oftentimes with Sin. Also over on Horny Elf's channel, Malty's channel. I don't know. Just go to the scary spaces. You'll probably find me.
Yeah, you find Lex in the cursed spaces of the internet, but we're not exempt from that as well. So, Lex, as always, thank you for joining us and chat as well. It's great to see everybody. We had a very active chat tonight, and we're gonna have you go raid right now. The link is in the Kick and the YouTube chat. Go watch Off the Hip with ABF. Cole Hauser is on tonight. Tell him we sent you. Give him a Golden Age raid. I repeat myself, a Golden Age raid. Yes.
Also, don't forget to watch ABF's gaming channel after his show, because we'll be playing a Gentleman's Dispute tonight after the show.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Alrighty, so make sure you subscribe to ABF Gaming as well. So, guys, check that out. Tell them we sent you with a Golden Age raid. Say it exactly like that. Thank you very much. We will see you next Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And I'll be over on the Plot Strikes Back right now, reviewing Sisu. So hope to see some of you there as well. Have a great week, guys. We'll see you next